Since you mentioned the historic rehabilitation tax credits, Dave, let's focus on those. And let me start with a baseline question. Whose program is this? The Department of the Treasury's Internal Revenue Service or the Department of the Interior's National Park Service?
Mike, it is both. Both governmental agencies are responsible for the program. There's two different tracks as it relates to the historic tax credit, a financial tract and an architectural tract. The architectural tract is administered by the Department of the Interior and the National Park Service, to be specific. The National Park Service is the governmental agency that reviews the architectural plans, reviews the type of rework and rehabilitation work that is proposed to be completed on these projects, and they make sure that the proposed adaptive reuse of those projects fit into the categories of the Secretary of Interior's rehabilitation standards. The Internal Revenue Service reviews and is responsible for the financial aspects of the historic tax credit and making sure that the historic tax credit is being computed correctly, is being taken correctly on an individual or a corporation's return, and that the taxes are being appropriately reflected.
I've heard about a 20% historic rehabilitation credit and also about a 10% rehabilitation credit. Is that just an inflation adjustment, or are these two separate rehabilitation tax credits?
There is one historic rehabilitation tax credit, which is the 20% credit. There is a 10% rehabilitation credit that does not apply to a property or a building that is considered historic. You cannot utilize the 10% credit in lieu of the 20% credit. If the building is historic, or if the building is located in a historic district and contributes to the significance of that historic district, you must utilize the 20% credit, which means, from an architectural point of view, that you must follow the Secretary of Interior's standards of rehabilitation, which are greater than just a normal rehabilitation under the 10% credit.